I built the ultimate Toyota pickup street truck. I turned this thing from a carbureted base model work truck to a turbocharged, tire-slaying, fire-breathing sleeper. This thing is absolutely awesome, and I am super stoked to show you guys what's going on. I took a 1999 Toyota Tacoma, completely and totally gutted it, took every part I could, put it in the shell of a 1988 Toyota pickup, strapped a turbo onto the side, and turned the boost up. Super pumped with this thing, super excited with how it turned out, so let's get into it. Another day working on the turbo truck, and today I'm super excited. I got some stuff in the mail that's gonna make this thing an entirely new looking and feeling truck. So far it looks really good. It runs good. We've taken it for a few test drives. We've got no issues with it. Needs a little bit of love here and there, but my biggest gripe is it's got no hood, and it's got no hood because right now this is just a super cheap exhaust from O'Reilly's, just a 90, but I've got an entire 2.5-inch mandrel bent exhaust kit that I'm gonna be putting on this thing. We're gonna be putting a full turbo back, a muffler. We're gonna make this thing nice and quiet. We're gonna make it sound good, and hopefully we're gonna turn it into what my goal is, which is a little bit of a sleeper. I want no one to know what's going on. I want it to look like an old work truck, just an old beat up Toyota, and I want it to have a beast of an engine under the hood. I want to turn it up. I wouldn't mind like 250 or so horsepower to the wheels, and that would just be insane. This is a 2,500 pound truck, and that would feel awesome. So we got this thing in the garage. We got it on jack stands. It's up in the air, and I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna rip this pull horn off. This is gonna get cut flush. We're gonna clean up that flange, and we're gonna jump over to this 2.5-inch exhaust kit. This is a full 2.5-inch exhaust kit. Should have everything I need to do a downpipe all the way back over the axle and out. I have a V-band so I can separate my downpipe from my exhaust back. Hopefully that makes it easy to service. All that's gotta be in here. All that's gotta be on there. I'm throwing a muffler in. We're gonna make this thing nice and quiet, and I guess there's nothing to it but to do it. So I'm gonna get to work. All right, the GoPro died, but here's what we got going on with the exhaust. We've got the initial downpipe from the exhaust is a 90, and it sweeps straight into another 90 coming back. From there, I've got a U that I cut in half and shortened just to make a little Z jog down so that I can comfortably make it around the torsion bar and into this little nook in the frame that we're tucked up into, keeping it nice and tight out of the way. I then came over a 45, sweeping into another 45, and that pumps us out right here, nice and tight to this frame rail, about as high as we can be, and in the stock location where the stock muffler was in the bed. I've got a muffler from a Dodge 1500 pickup. It's 2.5 in, 2.5 out, and I think it's gonna fit right here pretty nicely. So here's the muffler in question, and this is just a piece of scrap, but I got the 2.5 to slide in perfectly, like it's already this size. Got both sides cleaned up, so hopefully I can weld to them. I've got stock hanger material that I'm gonna try and make work. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that work. If I could make the stock hanger stuff work, that'd be awesome, because it's already welded onto that muffler, and that would be able to support the majority of the exhaust if it's all welded together solid. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this muffler mocked up under there. We're gonna get a full exhaust on this thing, and I cannot wait to hear how quiet it is. This thing is gonna be a highway cruiser. It's got cruise control, everything works, heat works. This thing is gonna be A1. I've got a place for a wideband O2 sensor and a place for a factory O2 sensor in the downpipe marked out too. So I'm gonna be able to put that on, and this thing is probably gonna run a lot better. And most excitingly, that hood right there, that hood is gonna go on this truck before it pulls out of my garage. And that is a good feeling.
Start it up.
All right, so I think I'm gonna do something a little interesting. So I've got the exhaust going, and it is currently spitting out right there, which is pretty good. It's a nice location, I think. It's nice and out of the way. It's got a muffler in it. We got the full exhaust in. Well, I was looking at where I was gonna go with this, and you know, I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna drill a hole through the bumper to send the exhaust out. I don't see a lot of people doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this bumper, but I am gonna just plow a 3-inch hole through right here, line it up nice and good with where I want it to come out, and we'll see what it looks like. If it looks terrible, I'll take the bumper off, I'll reroute the exhaust out the side, and it'll be what it is. So, take risks. All right, super excited. So last night we went ahead and we got everything mocked up. We got everything tacked together. We've got the downpipe flange going to the wastegate dump, kicks out. This is going to be a wideband O2 sensor, and jogs down to miss some suspension components. There's going to be the factory O2 sensor for the factory ECU. There's a 2.5-inch V-band, which picks us back up over here, goes to a hanger, jogs over to the factory location of the exhaust, because the factory location for this exhaust was driver's side all the way back. And then we catch this muffler that's going to be in under the bed in factory muffler location. Then it's going to jog over up a little bit and spit out right here at the back bumper. So it should look pretty decent. I'm excited. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue gun this stuff together. I'm going to get the welder out. I'm going to weld everything nice and good. I'm going to get all this tacked up. I'm going to drill some holes for these O2 sensors, get those welded in there. Super exciting. I'm going to quit talking and get to work.
This is lit.
We went ahead and we got everything welded out all the way back. We've got the downpipe welded out, the dump, V-bands. I welded all the hangers on. I went ahead and I welded all the hangers onto the frame of the truck as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw this downpipe in, make sure it still fits, because it was a pain to get out. I had to pull the wastegate, the drain, and the feed to the turbo. So hopefully it slides in easier than that. All right, so we got this thing pretty well wrapped up. I went ahead and I finished up the exhaust install. We've got it all the way out the tailpipe. You can see down there, it is tucked up. Muffler is tucked up. Everything is nice and out of the way. That is a little concerning right there. Don't love that, but it's okay. Everything's nice and tucked up, out of the way. We've got heat shielding on everything that we can heat shield around the turbo. I'm gonna heat wrap the turbo exhaust pipe and everything soon. But for now, the most exciting part, the part I am genuinely most excited about, I'm gonna put a hood on this thing. It is gonna look like a normal truck again and no one's gonna know anything. So let's get to doing that because I cannot wait. Oh, this is awesome. That looks awesome. 10 out of 10. All right, well, we got the Toyota pickup looking pretty darn good. We've got the hood on it. That's looking really good. We've got everything hooked up, a cooling system. We've taken it for a few drives, gotten a tank of gas through it. The gas gauge works. All the lights work at night. Everything is super awesome with this thing. I went ahead, I got the full exhaust on this thing with a muffler, so it's nice and quiet. And that means that next thing I need to do is turn it up. But before I turn it up, I don't want to hurt this thing. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I found myself a $100 new, never installed AEM wideband. Comes with O2 sensor and everything I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get that installed so I can have a good idea of what my air-fuel ratios are. As long as my air-fuel ratios are good, I can keep turning it up. Let's get to installing this wideband. And when I say this thing is nice and quiet, I mean it. I'm not sure how well you can hear it on camera, but the fuel pump is louder than the exhaust. The inline fuel pump that's bolted to the frame rail is louder than the exhaust on this thing, which is just awesome to me. I want this thing to be nice and quiet. I don't want it to attract a bunch of attention. I want to be able to take it on long drives without giving myself headaches and not being able to hear myself think. So super pumped with this, and I'm gonna pull it in. We're gonna install this wideband. First thing first is that O2 sensor is a dummy O2 sensor. I knew I was going to be getting an O2 sensor for a wideband, but I just put a regular old stock one in there because it threaded in and covered the hole. So down there I got the O2 sensor, and I went ahead and threw some heat shield on it just to protect the wires, because there's going to be a lot of heat down here. I know O2 sensors are designed to be on exhaust, but the wires I don't want to be melting. Then I route them that way. Got them zip tied up here, going into a hole in the firewall. I'm going to be able to connect it to the gauge in the cab, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in the cab, get that connected to the gauge, get the gauge placed give or take where I want it. It works, seems to fluctuate pretty decent, so we'll see what it says on the road and we'll see how it works going down the highway. We're going to take Turbo Truck for a drive. We put a few miles on it just to give it some shakedown, but as of late, we turned it up from 2 to 3 PSI to 8 PSI, give or take. That's just about what the wastegate spring is with no reference whatsoever. So we'll go see how it goes. That was faster than I expected. Sometimes it runs so good, sometimes it doesn't. I need to figure that out. This 1988 Toyota pickup from a carbureted base model work truck into a turbocharged, tire roasting street truck. Turbo truck. What am I? Sleeper? Sleeper. Into a sleeper? I don't know what I did.